Hey everyone, I just read Crooked Kingdom by Leighbardugo, and it was pretty great honestly. You never see enough duets in fiction these days, it's always trilogies or something even longer, and it's nice to wrap things up quick for a change. It's a book about a group of young thieves called the Crows who find themselves in the company of the only man capable of producing a powerful magical drug, and the various factions looking to take it for themselves by any means necessary. The Pros. There were a lot of great stories going on in this book, but the standout for me had to be the game being played between Kaz and the two main villains, Jan van Eyck and Pekka Rollins, for control of the magical drug. The final confrontation between Kaz and Rollins was just, ooh, chef's kiss. I really enjoyed how this book took great care to build up a house of cards of plot threads and Chekhov's guns, only to revel in smashing the whole thing down during the story's climax. It was wonderfully paced, wonderfully constructed, and there were actual consequences to some of the actions taken too. And it was great to have Sturmhound back for another book, even if I could mostly do without his entourage. He wasn't just a glorified cameo, and I really enjoyed how none of the point of view characters ever put together his true identity, that it was a secret between him and the readers of the original trilogy. The cons? One of my biggest writing pet peeves is when villains barge their way into the plot right at the very end of a story and refuse to leave. And there is a minor villain who does that here. It's definitely not the most annoying example that I've encountered, but she's such a flat, boring character. There was definitely a way Inej could have completed her character arc without introducing such a cardboard cutout of a mini-boss. Speaking of which, Inej's stint as a damsel in distress at the beginning of the novel was probably the weakest part of the story in my opinion. It was kind of unavoidable given it was set up in the cliffhanger from Six of Crows, but it dragged the book along like a ball and chain until its resolution early on. I couldn't stand it. And there was a slight return to the kind of dumb teen drama that I really didn't like from the Shadow and Bone trilogy with some of the stuff that happened in Jesper and Wyland's plot, but given theirs was only one of several storylines running through the book, it wasn't really a huge deal here. It's just a nitpick. This book was great. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually a little sad to be done with these characters in this part of the setting. There's a bit too much context needed from Six of Crows for me to suggest reading it on its own, though it does tell a complete story in my opinion, but I definitely recommend the duet overall if you're a fan of young adult fantasy, or if you felt a little let down by the Shadow and Bone trilogy. And I'm giving The Crooked Kingdom an A. What should I read next? Comment a suggestion down below. If you liked the review and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and share the video around. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.